What's remaining from the US side are the 10% universal tariff charged on all US trading partners and 20% tariff on China, citing fentanyl emergencies back in January and February, which is before Trump initiated reciprocal tariffs. Pausing reciprocal tariffs represents a pragmatic recalibration rather than outright policy failure, demonstrating the limits of broad punitive measures and shifting toward targeted, negotiated solutions. This pause positively signals both sides' preference for dialogue over escalation, fostering a constructive atmosphere for addressing deeper structural issues like state subsidies, intellectual property rights, market access, and fair competition. Additionally, the US decision to hold extra tariffs globally sets an encouraging tone for multilateral cooperation, potentially enhancing future trade agreements beyond bilateral contexts. However, while beneficial, this pause remains a temporary confidence-building step. Fundamental disputes involving technology, security, and market fairness persist, requiring ongoing negotiations. The US administration established a precise 90-day pause because over 75 countries requested tailored trade deals, which require time to negotiate effectively without continuous tariff disruptions. This defined period provides a necessary cushion for domestic producers and importers, allowing them to strategically adjust pricing, sourcing, and inventories, thus preventing sudden supply chain breakdowns. Additionally, the explicit 90-day timeframe strategically creates negotiation leverage, maintaining pressure on both parties to swiftly make significant progress. This ensures continued momentum, incentivizing solution before tariffs potentially resume or escalate, thereby fostering productive engagement and stable trade relations during this critical interim phase. China and the US faced mutual economic vulnerabilities as rising tariffs severely disrupted nearly $600 billion in bilateral trade, heightening risks of global stagflation and domestic recession. Significant political and corporate pressure further motivated compromise, especially in the US. Leading US firms such as Apple and Tesla, and European shipping companies like Maersk, warned publicly of critical supply chain disruptions and surging consumer prices. Additionally, political leaders are consistently emphasized their mutual goal to avoid economic decoupling, explicitly acknowledging the deep interdependence between their supply chains, industries, and markets. These combined economic pressures, corporate warnings, and strategic recognition of interconnected global supply chains significantly influenced negotiators toward productive and cooperative solutions. The significant tariff reductions of over 100% points between the US and China will no doubt ease global supply chain bottlenecks, lower manufacturing costs, and reduce consumer prices. This development has notably boosted market confidence, reflected by rising equity and bond markets that previously suffered from tariff-related uncertainties. Additionally, success in these discussions could set a positive precedent, encouraging similar agreements between the US, China, and other global trading partners.